Now at 9, after days and days of brutally cold conditions, a warm-up is on the way when we are finally going to see some seasonal temperatures again.
Oh, couldn't be soon enough. More commuter concerns. MBTA passengers dealing with delays again as they try and thaw out after the deep freeze.
More fire and fury. President Trump and the White House fully engaged in their ongoing book battle, while former advisor Steve Bannon backtracks.
And remember the Titans, the playoff picture for the Patriots becoming clear after a wild card weekend.
This is 7 News Today in New England.
Now on the president's agenda, President Trump and the White House still furious over the fallout from a blockbuster bestseller, fighting back against the blistering allegations, while former chief strategist Steve Bannon backs off. 7's Matt Rascone is here now with the latest on this ongoing book battle.
And Nicole, even before its release, President Trump and his team were slamming Bannon and the book Fire and Fury. And despite all of its damaging allegations, the author is now suggesting he left some information out. Former White House chief strategist Steve Bannon now trying to make amends with his former employer, telling the media outlet Axios in part, "My support is unwavering for the president and his agenda." The statement comes after backlash over Bannon's criticism of the White House in the new book, Fire and Fury. Now the president's team is working to minimize so-called Sloppy Steve's former role in the White House, while also going after author Michael Wolff.
The real intention of this book is to have readers sit with me on the couch and watch what's going on in the West Wing. I went into this with absolutely no agenda whatsoever.
The author is a garbage author of a garbage book. And the tragic thing about this book, and there are many things about it that are unfortunate, but the portrayal of the president in the book is so contrary to reality.
The book led to fury on the CNN set in this Jake Tapper interview with Stephen Miller.
Okay, you're not answering the questions.
No,
I understand.
You have 24 hours a day of anti-Trump material, and you're not going to give 3 minutes for the American people to hear the real experience of Donald Trump.
There's one viewer that you care about right now, and you're being obsequious. You're being a factotum in order to please him, okay?
No.
And I think I've wasted enough of my viewers' time.
You know who I
Thank you,
care
Stephen.
about?
Still, author Wolff defends the book, even suggesting it doesn't tell the whole story of President Trump's first months in office.
If I left out anything, it's probably stuff that was even more damning. It's not unreasonable to say this is 25th Amendment kind of stuff.
And author Wolff argues President Trump will not succeed in office. Coming up at 9:30, more on the agenda for the president and Congress at the start of the new year. Matt Rascone, 7 News Today, New England.
Matt, thank you. To the Patriots playoff push, the Pats facing the Titan test this Saturday at Gillette. Tennessee advancing by beating the Kansas City Chiefs. Quarterback Marcus Mariota completing a touchdown pass to himself. Despite those heroics, the Patriots are already double-digit favorites. And 7's John Coco is live at Gillette this morning with more on this matchup. John?
Well, Chris, there will be two very different teams playing in this game here at Gillette on Saturday. You have the Patriots with all of their playoff experience and the Titans, a young up-and-coming team. It's official. The Patriots will be looking to take down the Titans on Saturday in Foxborough. The Pats, led by the veteran of all veteran QBs, Tom Brady. The Titans heading out there behind their rising star under center, Marcus Mariota.
This guy, Marcus Mariota, I've played against him, had a chance to play against him a couple of times. This guy he's real fast. I'm not saying that other quarterbacks wasn't real fast, but his straight line speed is very dangerous.
Mariota won his first and only playoff game on Saturday. Meanwhile, Tom Brady has played in the same amount of playoff games as the Titans franchise all time.
The resilient effort by the guys, obviously they was down. I noticed they came back. They never quit. I mean, these guys, you know, from Derrick Henry to Marcus Mariota, these young guys out here making plays.
The last time Tennessee won a playoff game, 2004 against Baltimore. The following game, they lost to your New England Patriots, who went on to win the Super Bowl that year. You gotta believe fans and the team wouldn't mind a repeat of that.
Yeah, I know the atmosphere in Foxborough all year has been wild. It's been great. So, you know, we going into the second round of the playoffs, somewhere I've never been. But I mean, it's a game where, you know, it's a one-game season. I know that for sure. So it's gonna be crazy. I'm looking forward to it.
Always a big goal for the Pats, limiting distractions, but that won't be easy with that ESPN report of a rift in the team still out there and lingering. We're live at Gillette. John Coco, 7 News Today, New England.
The chase for a college national football championship ends tonight in Atlanta with Alabama and Georgia facing off. Alabama is looking for their second title in 3 years. Georgia will be looking for their first title since 1980, having not played in the championship game since '83. This is the second time in the past 7 years that two SEC teams have met in the national championship.
Do you have a prediction?
No, I'm not into college football.
What?
Once Boston College is irrelevant, I don't care anymore.
Hey, you still have Hale Flutie to hang on to, right?
That's true.
There's so much more still ahead on the news station this morning. More than $500 million in Merrimack. The winning ticket in this weekend's Powerball jackpot was sold at this store in New Hampshire.
Solid gold, women's rights dominating a Hollywood showcase, how they address the issue of sexual harassment at the Golden Globes.
And we've got a warmer start here today and even warmer temperatures on the way by the end of this week. I'll take a look after this.
And the suspect in a deadly hit and run on the Cape set to face a judge today. We'll tell you what police say she did immediately after that crash. We'll be right back.
Also on 7.
For too long, women have not been heard or believed if they dared to speak their truth to the power of those men. But their time is up.
One of the memorable moments at the Golden Globes last night, Oprah Winfrey with a stirring speech addressing recent revelations of sexual harassment against women in the movie industry.
The red carpet featuring a sea of black as A-list actresses wearing black in a show of solidarity and strength. The awards handed out against the backdrop of recent sexual harassment scandals.
The night was filled with so many powerful moments and powerful message after another. A blackout at the Golden Globes. Actors and actresses flooding the red carpet, united against sexual harassment and demanding gender equality.
Good evening, ladies and remaining gentlemen.
On stage, a single message.
Time's up! Time's up!
The time is up!
Oprah Winfrey, the first African-American woman to ever receive the Cecil B. DeMille Award, delivered an inspiring and powerful speech.
So I want all the girls watching here and now to know that a new day is on the horizon. It will be because of a lot of magnificent women fighting hard to make sure that they become the leaders who take us to the time when nobody ever has to say, "Me too," again.
Audience members moved to tears and brought to their feet. And the big winner of the night, women, and stories inspired by women. 3 billboards outside Ebbing, Missouri, about a young woman's rape and murder, was the most honored movie, taking home 4 trophies, including Best Motion Picture Drama. Big Little Lies, Lady Bird, The Shape of Water, The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel, and The Handmaid's Tale all took home multiple awards. Backstage, Elizabeth Moss, who also won Best Actress for a TV drama, talked about the rise of women behind the camera.
It's really, really important to us to take a part in that movement.
Another big winner of the night, Big Little Lies, that took home 4 trophies in all, including both Best Actor and Best Actress in a limited series.
All right, coming up next on Today New England, citizens arrest a Good Samaritan chasing down a suspect who stole a police patrol car.
2 people rescued when a house goes up in flames in New Hampshire, what firefighters say made things even more difficult for them.